Awesome. All right. Hello, hello, everybody. And hello, Barb. Thanks for being here.
Hello?
There's a couple other people who may be joining us. Hope they are able to. Just a few announcements first. Um, this is something that's come up again, and I'm going to announce it again. Points that you earn with your loyalty reward orders expire a year after they're earned. So if you earned something last April, it's expiring now. So you need to use them or lose them. I like to let them build up a ways and then use them in groups because your single $3 redemption fee covers whether you're getting one oil with your points or supplement or whatever, or if you're getting 10. So I like to, or buy something, that's a little pricier maybe that you're saving for, like Helichrysum, Melissa, Rose, whatever it is. Um, I was talking with Barb when we both came on a moment ago that when I sent, just a reminder, I send out my business text from a 941 area code number. That number is just for outgoing text and it's a service that I pay for. So I tell people save it in your contacts as first name Rainey, last name doTERRA. And then my 847 area code number, 847-815-5010. That's my personal number. Save it as Rainy Ray. And then anytime you need to reach me, call or text that number. It works great. Um, I'm I'm kind of on a countdown until we go up into South Dakota and Wyoming and stuff this summer, as we always do for Tom's Pinstriping at all the bike events. So if anyone wants to do classes, workshops, if you want me to come and talk to a few people in your house, let's get them scheduled because literally it's just a little over 2 months between now and when we go. So I'm getting a little bit anxious. So also, just a reminder, if you're curious about an oil, let's say one of the oils that are on the spring sale, all you have to do is open up your reference book, um, or go in our group, our Facebook group, and search that oil. Usually in our Facebook group, I've put in what's called a printable. Those are the little graphics that have the list of uses of an oil. Those generally are created from the Essential Life book. So, if you want to know about an oil, look at those. You can also download those and save them on your computer or print them up. So,
I'm on a Zoom call. Oh.
there
Okay,
you
go
go.
ahead.
Yeah, we're busy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other thing I wanted to say is every month, and then for this spring sale, I have a page on my website. So my website's rainyray.com. And then I have a page, rainyray.com/specials. It's in the menu on the top also. And I post in there the real scoop on the oils that are promoted each month or that are on special. So, and that's non-compliant. So we don't want you to share that information. We're not allowed to share it publicly, but we're not sharing it in public. We're a nice small group here. So I think that doTERRA timed this spring sale perfectly. I was going to talk about some spring issues that we have and how we can address them with oils. And this gave us the perfect opportunity. So, um, the first category is outdoor essentials. I call this bugs. Okay. So it comes up in our search group all the time. It comes up with friends. When you need a good bug repellent, insect repellent, so that you are not you putting on chemicals on you, we have TerraShield. Okay. And Barb, I don't know if you're aware of our TerraShield. Um,
No,
hey, Kathy, man. Um, so I love TerraShield. I love it for us. I love it for, hi, Kathy. I love it for our dogs. What I was saying, Kathy, is I was going to talk today about some spring issues anyway, and then doTERRA popped in this spring sale. So, I figured these categories were some of the ones I was going to talk about anyway. So let's just dive in. All right. If you have any questions, or you can unmute yourself anytime and hop in, I would love your input on stuff. So, um, TerraShield has been changed. It originally was called the outdoor blend, and now they have FDA approval to call it the repellent blend. Okay. That's my go-to when it comes to bugs outside. It's pre-diluted. It comes now with the one that's on sale is the 15 ml regular bottle, but it also comes in a 30 ml spray. That does not mean you just wholesale spray it over your body like you would spray a can of aerosol off. Okay. We still spray it in the hand and then pat it around on your clothes or on your skin. Okay. I love it for the dogs. All right. It is marvelous. We have ticks all year round down here in Florida, and it's great for that. Okay. Um, if you have the old TerraShield, which is called Outdoor Blend, just add some geranium in if you want to up level the tick prevention for you and your dog. Um, so what do you guys use for bugs? Kathy, help me out here.
You know what, Rainey, I'll tell you, I don't have much to contribute today. I'm just on.
Okay, good.
Um,
I'm glad you're here. I love that you're here. Thank you. Thank
that's
you.
it. Thanks. I'm just listening.
And Barb, have you tried any of the oils for bug repellent yet?
No, I have not.
Okay. Um, there's other oils and they listed them in the sale. They have Citronella is great. We all love Citronella. Okay.
Got,
Hmm.
got it.
Cedarwood is great.
Got that.
Yep. And Citronella or cedarwood are great to put in your diffuser if you're sitting outside instead of those chemically torches. Okay.
Great idea.
Yep. So those are really, really good. Cedarwood is wonderful. It's relaxing, but it also is a great bug repellent. I don't know. Something popped up. There we go. I got rid of it. Um, so those are really cool that they're on sale and they're 20% off. Then the next thing I was going to talk about is everybody is so busy when it's springtime and then summer, we're doing spring cleaning or, kids are wrapping up school, whether you're a parent or a grandparent, there's all sorts of activities and stuff. So getting rest and relaxing is cool. It's wonderful. It's important. And doTERRA has a category in the sale which they called relaxation and bedtime. And I thought, well, that just dovetails perfectly. All right. So Serenity and Vetiver and Balance and Lavender are all in my nighttime routine. So I don't know about you guys, but shutting the brain off to me is the hardest part.
I
So
agree.
yep. Have you ever used Vetiver or Serenity, Kath?
Yes, I have.
Yep.
I love both of them.
Very cool. And do you diffuse them, put them on? What do you do?
No, I put them on.
Nice. Me
Yeah.
too. And I diffuse it.
Yeah. Well, no, you know what? I now thought, well, I should do that.
Right.
I'm going to try that
Right. Serenity
today.
is just so amazing. And Serenity and Breathe are in my diffuser at night, every night. Um, and Vetiver, you know, Vetiver, they're selling the 15 ml bottle on sale. So I have to tell you, when I first got my vetiver, because to pour it out of the bottle is it's extremely thick and it doesn't come out of the bottle very good. That's why they sell a diluted roller. But I actually called customer service and told them there was something wrong with my vetiver when I got it. And the lady laughed at me and told me she's gotten a lot of calls. over the years about that, but with vetiver. Um, so yeah, those are awesome. The other thing I want to talk about is allergies, okay? Congestion, respiratory stuff. Springtime is when everything starts to bloom, and whether you have an bad allergies or just feel some congestion from it, we don't want it to slow us down. So the ones that are on sale are Breathe and the Breathe Respiratory Drops and Robin Sarah. Okay, this is really cool. First of all, have you ever tried those Breathe Drops, either of you?
No.
I've used them a couple times, Rainey.
Yep. I mean, I love them. I give them to, and I think one was in your goodie bag, Barb, when you
Oh, okay.
joined. They're really nice for opening up, but they're nice to take with you. Throw them in your purse, that kind of thing, because they have actual breathe oil in them. Robert Sarah is in the breathe blend. We normally cannot get it on its own. Okay. So the thing that we want to know is that if we can get it on its own, it's really a special thing. It's a 5 ml bottle and it's for 15.20. So let me see if there's anything in our book on Rob and Sarah. Um, I don't know if there is. Oh, yeah, there is. So it's great for respiratory, but it's also really good, and I always forget this, for parasites, staph, and eczema. It's great for restful sleep and sleep apnea and for focus. It's great, and I'm going to try this, to use in a bath with Epsom salts. I've heard people talking about this, or to simply apply it on the bottom of your feet. It's another one that's an insect repellent, although it's so precious, I don't think I would use it for that. Um, and it's great for lymphatic congestion. I think of it when I think of opening airways. Okay. So Robin Sarah is incredible. Breathe, our respiratory blend, is in my diffuser every night with that Serenity because to get good sleep, you have to have open airways and you have to be able to breathe. So we want to be able to open those airways. My first experience with doTERRA was with Breathe. I was having an allergy, whole thing with the runny eyes, sneezing, runny nose, all of that. And a friend of mine put a drop of Breathe. She said, "Are you open to natural solutions?" I said, "Heck yeah, right?" She put a
Right.
drop of Breathe in my hand. She had me just go like this and then make a tube, put my other hand here, and go like this. All right, I drew my breath in so fast I started coughing, so hard. So do it gentle to begin with. Okay? But it's what we call a dough bong or a dough inhaler. So people who have asthma, people who have allergies, put a drop and then breathe it in, take it in and hold it, all right? Or just put a drop in your hand, rub it together and breathe in that way. It is amazing how fast it works to open your airways. Funny story. Our last dog, Jack, big golden lab mix, used to sleep on the bed with us upside down in wherever he wanted, a lot of times hogging the whole bed, and he would be snoring. And Tom would be snoring, and I would be not sleeping, right? So I
That
would
would do it.
I'd
Mhm.
put breathe in the diffuser, start it up, and within 15 minutes, the snoring usually would stop.
Wow.
Yeah. So sometimes I have to roll Tom over or the dog over, but usually it would stop just from the breathe. Okay. So keep that in mind. The
Good
other,
to know.
yeah, it's really good to know.
Definitely.
The other thing I always like to remind people is when you're on the go and busy and doing stuff now that, especially up north, where you're able to go outside more. Spring is in the air. Let's remember our gut, okay? What I ordered um uh this time and I maxed out on them is the Pixie Sticks. Those are the PB Assist. These are the probiotic that's like a little powder. They were originally designed for kids. You open them up, you can pour them in your mouth like a pixie stick. These have a different array of the microbiome, the bacterias, than our PB Restore capsule. Okay, there's some overlap, but some is different. And I also bought the max of our MetaPower Advantage. Okay. I love this flavor. It's the original flavor was lemon lime. This is pomegranate cherry. And I love, and here's mine, to mix them together. Usually I'll put a recharge in also. That's our electrolyte. And I love to have this late morning, early afternoon. We call it the power punch, okay? Because it gives you energy. Because everything is coming from the gut, all right? But I was glad and I was shocked that they had things like our Breathe, that's a top oil, on sale. They have Digest Zen on sale. If you don't do anything else for your gut, you got to take Digest Zen every day, right? You're nodding, Kath, you know. Um, Digest Zen,
Right. I know the gut issue.
the what?
Oh no, I'm just saying I know I relate. I know the gut issues.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, yeah.
No.
So, a couple of drops of Digestin in a shot glass morning and evening. Um, I love the flavor of it. It tastes like licorice to me. And because of the anise in there, our ginger, which I'm going to go back in and get because I just realized I'm down to this much in a bottle. Our ginger's on sale. The 15 mil is normally, it's pricey, okay? But with 20% off does help. I love to put those in my smoothies at lunch. Ginger is amazing. It's great for your digestion and our ginger drops. So cool stuff there. The next category I had kind of merged. Well, first of all, I didn't even have this category that they have. They have a category overall well-being. And I think this is kind of a mishmash. Okay. You want to know the truth. Um, so they have things like tea tree and green mandarin, the Divana. Kumquat is sold out, but tea tree is so important all year round. So anytime you have anything going on with your skin, we like to say, if you've got something icky, put tea tree on it. I got cut here, here, and here in the brush the other day. Here in Florida, we have these vines that have these terrible stickers on them, right?
Yeah,
You
right.
know, Barb.
Yep.
And and they just rip through clothes or skin or anything. I mean, it's terrible. Tea tree. Oh, I always carry it with. Tea tree is the oil that they give in our 72-hour emergency kits. So when a disaster hits, doTERRA sends out emergency kits. I gave out literally each hurricane, 600 or 900 of them,
Oh,
each of the
wow.
hurricanes that we've had. It it really is an amazing oil. So if we can get it on sale, that's great. It's in our flute, frankincense, lemon, on guard, oregano, tea tree, okay? And that's our immune boosting. It's in if I have a pimple, and I'm proud to say I'm going to be 70 and I still get pimples, okay, that means I got some oil going on. Um, I just wet my finger on the bottom, on the bottle, tap it on the pimple, and it dries it up from the inside out.
Oh, wow.
If you have a cut like I got, peroxide is not the answer. That's what I was raised with. My mom did the best she could. Even when I was on task force, it's all firefighters. They always, you get a cut, they want to pour peroxide on it. Okay. It's very abrasive to the skin, peroxide is. Maybe once you can use it, but then after that, where your skin is trying to debride and connect and grow the scabbing and grow the tissue back, it deteriorates that. Tea tree will clean it, okay? Your cut. Do not do that with dogs and cats. All right, this is people only, where you can just take tea tree. I've actually on a bad cut just dripped a few drops right on and let it be, and it cleans it and you don't get infected. So the other thing is staying on task. Okay, I have problems with that. I will be the
So do
first
I.
to admit. Yeah,
Hmm.
okay. It's like squirrel. So I'm constantly diffusing and using stuff to stay on track. So doTERRA thought of this. Rosemary, fabulous. If you want to stay on track, let's say you have a project in your office or whatever. If you put wild orange and rosemary, maybe a little peppermint in your diffuser, it's lovely and you'll stay on track. Rosemary is great for focus. I always put less of the rosemary in because it's so pronounced. Okay. Um, Supermint is the new combo. I think it was a year or so ago, right, Kat, that they came out with Supermint.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Hmm.
Wild orange, you can never go wrong. I wanted to read you about laurel leaf. Okay. Laurel leaf is an oil that we can't get normally. It's not in our normal lineup. Okay. Laurel leaf, which really is, um, it says laurel leaves were the symbol of victory and highest status in both the Greek and Roman cultures, worn on in the head wreaths by both emperors and athletes. It's also the common cooking herb known as bay leaves. Okay? Bay
Interesting.
leaves. So, congestion, cough, bronchitis, all those things, viruses, colds, flu, even earaches. So we don't put it in the ear, you put it around the ear and then down here where the tube is. Um, Acne, rashes, poison oak or ivy. Who's gotten poison oak or ivy? And it's
Oh,
terrible.
I have. Yes.
I
Yeah.
haven't for a while.
So lavender, tea tree are great for it. Laurel leaf, okay. Um, it's great to build confidence. It's courageous, uplifting, mental focus and clarity, muscle spasms, rheumatism. I'm reading, of course, from our fave, Essential Life book. Sciatica, headaches, high blood pressure. I didn't remember that until I was preparing for this a little. So they say apply it topically with marjoram under the nose, back of the neck, and bottoms of the feet for high blood pressure. Heavy metal detox. All right, this is a big, big deal. Okay. We are exposed to heavy metals all the time. All right. And we need to be constantly cleaning out our bodies to get rid of these heavy metals. So that's why lemon in your water cleans your filter. Tangerine is good for that. So for with laurel leaf, apply it to the bottoms of the feet twice daily during a detox program. I say anytime, okay? Add it to water to purify your water. So if you need to treat your water, they say that, and I've never done this.
That's interesting.
Yeah, yeah, isn't it though that laurel leaf oil,
Hmm.
is a good water treatment? Um, and
Wow.
go ahead.
I just think that's very interesting.
I think it's cool, don't you? I
I have to
also,
get some.
yeah, here we go. I love it. Yeah. Um, Cleaning and disinfectant combined with lemon in a spray bottle with water to clean surfaces. Okay. And
Mm.
again, insect or pathogen repellent. So diffuse it or apply to exposed areas of the skin and clothing before going outdoors. So it's really an amazing little oil. And I always forget that that's the same as bay leaf. Okay. So
Okay.
they say if you put a bay leaf in your flour, it will kill the um, little weevils, the flower bugs that come in there in your
Oh,
baking
wow.
flour. Um, so, uh, so I don't know what else. If you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts on these, I think it's cool they did this. Because 20% off wholesale is always great, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So that's good.
Well, you know what? Maybe I didn't know. I wasn't planning on getting the laurel leaf, but you know what? Now that you shared some more information on it, I'm going to go back and update.
Yeah. And make sure to process it because I thought the sale ended tomorrow. Silly me. I was talking to Deb Rose. She's in our group, even though she has a whole nother team. And God bless her. She said, nope, Rainey, it doesn't until the 25th. But
Oh,
it's while
Okay.
supplies last. And we're all familiar with that. The kumquat is already gone. And I expect that we'll be seeing updates soon on other things that are running low. So if you want laurel leaf, grab it. Robin Sarah, same way, limited supply, okay? Because it's not in our
gotcha.
normal. Yep. Um, I had Robin Sarah, so I bought Breathe, Serenity, TerraShield, and of course the Digest Zen and these guys for my Power Punch.
Okay.
Yeah, the collagen is really amazing that doTERRA has. It's helped my skin a lot. Um, Many people say that they sleep better taking our
Hmm.
collagen. Um, so it's really, really good. So what do you guys like for spring congestion?
I can't really give you an answer for that yet.
Too new. You're too new, Barb.
That's right. Who knew?
Yeah, and you're too new. You just started. So that's
Yeah.
cool. But you're learning.
Yes, I
What do you
am.
use when you feel congested, Kath?
You know what? You got call. Oh, um,
I mean,
you
breathe,
know what? I
breathe is the go-to or peppermint. Peppermint really helps. Um, and things like that. Sometimes just taking a shower, clearing yourself out, really helps. The other thing is that I find even Digest Zen helps. Remember we put it on the nose for sinus? So that's all really, really good.
Okay.
You
Cool.
know what? I like mixing. You were talking about the rosemary. I like mixing that like with lemon. And even so, though that sounds like kind of more of a fragrance for the kitchen, I use that in my bathroom.
Oh my, I love that.
Oh,
That combo sounds great. I've never tried it.
Mm,
That
yeah,
sounds awesome.
yeah. I did
Yeah.
that last week.
Yeah. I love that. Great idea. Great idea. Well, I mean, I think I'm gonna have to go back in and get some ginger because saving 20% on that helps. And um and probably some more digest then. I love it. I do
Yeah.
love it. Any other questions, comments, thoughts?
I wish I knew more.
You will, Barb, slow and steady. Kathy, we all felt like that, didn't we?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah. Anything new, it just takes a little time.
Yeah.
And before you know it, we're chiming in and helping each other, right?
Right. Exactly.
Right.
I love it.
Exactly.
I do love it.
So
Cool. Well,
thank you.
ladies, we're going to close it down then. I'll put this in our group.
Okay,
Um,
got you, Rainey.
yes, and Barb, if you when you see your list, if there's things that you wanted to just order, not the sales stuff, but other stuff you were thinking of, call me and we'll
I
work on it.
will. Okay, great. I appreciate that, Rainey.
All right, no big deal. I love you both. Have a
Love you
Bye.
too.
wonderful Monday and the start of another great week. And I hope everybody had a good Easter and Passover and all of that. It was just and Greek Easter, our Easter and Passover were all together. So
Okay.
it was
Yeah.
Bye, ladies.
bye.
Bye.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Happy oiling. Take good care.
You
Thank
too, Rainey.
you.